Hello everybody, my name is Baltmatrix, and unfortunately there's no in front of the camera this time because, well, I haven't showered. I'm running 4 days without shaving, and I'm kind of grungy, so I'm like a Transformers hobo right now. Anyway, today we are taking a look at the latest Transformers Generations Selects figure from the Hasbro Pulse, and that is not Bumblebee! It's not Cliffjumper, hi. It's not Bugbite, it's not Bumper, and it's certainly not Bumblejumper. It's Hubcap! The original Generation 1 figure was a mail-away item released in the third year of the original toy line, and it was a retool of the Porsche 924 Turbo Cliffjumper! Ironically, the packaging mislabeled him as Cliffjumper, which is kind of sad until you start reading his bio. And you discover that he was a really good con artist that was just genuinely liked by everyone. So I think in that case, the packaging is just a little bit too on point. And like that original figure, this new iteration is just a retool of Cliffjumper. Exact same vehicle mode, exact same panels, exact same weapons, just repainted with a new head in robot mode. And let's talk about the paint. Well, first off, the guns are this really nice kind of grayish green that I really do appreciate compared to Cliffjumper's bright silver. This was more Generation 1 show accurate, but who cares? I think the actual darker colors work better with the canary yellow that we've got going here. Or is this canary yellow? I'm not sure what color yellow it is, but it's uniform across pretty much the whole figure. And that just blows my mind. Over the past couple of years, how many Bumblebees have I complained about that just have really crappy paint jobs? There's no hodgepodge of honey, butterscotch, pineapple, and Tuscan sun here. No siree. And yes, those are actual colors. I looked them up on the internet. The only issue I have with the figure paint-wise is this weird, lack of paint at the very front of the vehicle mode. As you can see, they forgot to paint one of the black stripes in the front. Why? What happened there? I think it was just somebody hit the wrong setting on the paint machine. I mean, we're not running into that problem with Red Bumblebee over here. I mean, he's perfectly fine. Perfectly uniform. Perfectly symmetrical. Now, I started this video review out in vehicle mode because I just wanted to. Transforming him into robot mode is exactly the same as Cliffjumper, and I'm assuming it's the same as Bumblebee. I don't have Bumblebee yet. I haven't found him in the store. I haven't found him anywhere online, and I'm not paying eBay prices. So yeah. All right. Literally rip the back of the vehicle mode off and put it off to the side. And then come to the front of the vehicle mode and push it down and kind of unpeg it from the hood and pop the front wheel off? Bolt, what are you doing? Once you've reattached the wheel, then come to the sides and unpeg the panels. That allows you to flip the legs, which is the front of the vehicle mode, down, and then pull them... Wait, what am I doing? Where am I going? I don't know anymore. I'm old. Yeah, flip it out, turn around 180 degrees, open the top, flip the hood in, flip that up, fold those shoulders up, flip the arms down, flip the toes down. Well, before we flip the toes down, flip the wheels down, then flip the legs down, and then fold the door panels into the back of the wheel arches. And by wheel arches, I meant hubcaps. And the little red bot we end up with is really striking. The yellow and the black with the orange face and the little Autobot symbol there on his toe. I honestly expected Hasbro to completely screw this up, and it's not perfect because you can tell that these shoulder bits were dark colored plastic painted yellow, or maybe they are molded in yellow, but they're not exactly the same yellow, along with the forearms. The forearms aren't exactly the same yellow because, quite frankly, the materials are different. I think that's what it comes down to, is you have a different type of plastic here on the forearms than you do on the rest of the body panels. Yes, I, a nitpicking old goon of a human being, is going to notice this stuff, but for your average Transformers fan, they're not going to care. Head sculpt is really nice, though I wish it had just a little bit more paint, maybe a little bit of black. But the orange face, red eyes, and the overall head sculpt really, really do work. Now, next to Cliffjumper, he is, well, garish in comparison. I mean, the yellow just stands out compared to the matte red. I think the yellow has a little bit more of a gloss to it, where the red obviously does not. Still, I'm definitely up for more mini-bots. Please, Hasbro. I need a Huffer, a Gears. Where's that really nice Cosmos you've been promising for years? I maintain that the car shield is a really stupid idea, and it's not a thing that I really care for. I haven't gotten a hold of RC yet, or Elita 1 yet. I'm not Tauntaun here, but I think it's dumb. Well, what am I going to do about it? Nothing, that's what. I'm just glad that you can peg it in easily to the back of these figures and just forget about it. Head sculpt is on a very limited ball joint. There is a hinge and a swivel for the shoulders, swivel at the upper arms that are oddly tight, hinge at the elbow for the transformation, and then swivel at the fists. There is torso articulation for the transformation, hinge and swivels for the legs, hinge at the knees, and then, well, he's got ankle articulation side to side for days. The figure possesses 3 impact points, 1 on the upper left leg, 1 on the left forearm, and 1 on the upper left shoulder. I couldn't find any impact other than these 2 that worked with the size of the figure, and all the other ones I have are gigantic, so that's why it looks like he's got a flame coming out of his forearm. I'm not sure why, but this mold has really grown on me. I wasn't the biggest fan of Cliffjumper, but then after I had Cliffjumper, after I shot the review, and then after a couple of months of owning it, I really like this mold, and I'm not sure why. It is too small, but it works for some reason. And maybe that's because it scales so well to all the other figures. I don't know. But Hubcap is a really cool addition. I like the nod. I like the fact that they released him. Now I just need to get the frickin' Bumblebee. So if you know where I can find it, let me know down in the comments. So folks, thank you so much for watching this video review. Please let me know what you think of this figure down in those comments. Please be sure to hit those like and subscribe buttons. Follow me over on Twitter. And if you feel like kicking me $1 every month, follow me over on Patreon. That Patreon link does help me keep the lights on and is hopefully going to help me get some more equipment later in the year, maybe early next year, depending on, well, life, the universe, and everything. Again, thank you so much for watching. I have been Baltmatrix, and I'll catch you next time.